Hi, this is Gil Cargill. Thanks so much for your interest in our sales only peer advisory group. In the next 20 or 25 minutes, I'm going to share with you a concept that will enable you to join our program as my affiliate. You'll learn how you can make a very substantial six-figure income starting part and or full-time and trade your resume for your wealth. Let's get going. If you're an existing coach or sales trainer, a sales trainer for a corporation, a sales manager, or a sales executive for a corporation, and you're looking for a better way to trade your time, your expertise, and your talent for income, then stay tuned. We're going to show you how to overcome the problems that I see affecting men and women like you throughout the North American marketplace. In a phrase, it's called right sizing. Companies are reducing their costs by replacing experienced, talented managers with lower cost managers. Typically, once you're in your 50s, you're viewed as expendable. The problem with that is these men and women find it very difficult to find good positions to replace the positions they were in. Their stress is very high because they see this happening to their peers throughout their industry, and they also have stress based on the internal corporate situations. For instance, quotas and goals are going up relentlessly, but budgets and resources are going down. And guess who's caught in the middle? You got it. At the same time that all of this is occurring, that man or woman knows that they have energy and talent and they can contribute. They also know that they can help many, many small to medium businesses right there in their hometown, but how to get in touch with them, how to get them to pay them, that's the secret sauce. And I think we have the recipe for that, which I'll share with you. Many of these people don't have a view of coaching wherein passive recurring income can be produced. In other words, they've seen other coaches get into my profession, but because they didn't structure their practice to produce passive recurring income, they failed or burned out. If you already are in practice, but your practice is underperforming, stay tuned because we can help you get that passive recurring income. In this presentation, I'm going to show you how to turn your resume into your wealth. You'll learn why most new consultants fail and how to start your practice on a part or full-time basis. How by affiliating with me, you'll lower your risk. It's never eliminated, but it will be very low. We'll show you how to prospect passively, and that's our secret sauce, how to get people who need your services to identify themselves as opposed to talking to everybody and hoping you'll get someone who wants a sales acceleration program of some sort. I'm going to overview our turnkey fast start program and let you know what's entailed in our affiliate training program to help you determine whether or not you'd like to apply to be one of my sales acceleration affiliates. Now, I started in 1978. I've worked with over 5,000 business-to-business sales forces. I've trained thousands of salespeople, and I've been a keynote speaker in many, many sales conventions. What has distinguished me as a sales acceleration expert is the fact that I approach sales improvement from a process point of view, not merely a skills point of view. Sales process management is the last frontier of significant profitability and productivity increases. This is a picture of myself and my wife of over 30 years standing by one of my favorite toys, which is an airplane. I'm a private pilot and I have 2 airplanes, but I do not yet have a jet, which is my next list item on my bucket list. Felice and I toured the Southwest in our planes and have had a lot of fun doing that. This is a lifelong addiction, as my father, I'm proud to say, was one of the Tuskegee Airmen of World War II aerial combat fame. I started my training practice as a trainer, coach, or consultant. As with many new coaches, trainers, and consultants, I traded time for money. I had no curriculum, and I had no passive recurring income. That meant every month I had to wake up and go find new clients until one day the light bulb went on and I realized that the best strategy for me was to become a fractional sales vice president. In other words, I was a VP of sales on a permanent part-time basis, albeit outsourced, to multiple companies here in the Los Angeles area. I became very successful very quickly and had an extremely high six-figure income, almost made seven figures one year, just came short, but that was because of an illness in December. Otherwise, I would have made it. But I found that I had very little free time, so the money was good, but the quality of life wasn't there. Couldn't fly my airplanes. So we've changed and developed a better program. That's what today's presentation is all about. Now, there aren't more sales coaches. Many men and women think about getting into the business, but it's not as easy as it seems. The number one reason new coaches and consultants fail is that they run out of friends very quickly. In other words, a very traditional, albeit failed strategy is to take your resume and your industry contacts and go out and pitch your services. The problem with that is you find all too often that your friends aren't as friendly as you'd like. You don't have any manuals, you don't have a curriculum, and you haven't figured out how to sell your services while you're conducting your services. And both activities must occur between 8 and 5. Setting fees, fighting internal budgets at your prospect companies are all part of the game. Without a curriculum, I was in trouble. When I had a curriculum, I started differentiating myself from my competition. So should you become one of our affiliates, you will be certified to deliver my curriculum, The New Math of Sales Excellence. This is the only sales process management training program available. We also have sales skills training, as do many other people. But sales process management is the secret sauce to your wealth and your client's success. Now, new coaches don't get clients primarily because the client doesn't have any trust. That coach is a stranger. Our program helps you build trust passively yet profitably with a large number of strangers right there in your area. You see, the prospects aren't afraid of your fees. They're afraid of spending money and being embarrassed because the new coach didn't deliver or couldn't deliver at the level promised. They've heard all kinds of claims before, but I'll bet they've never heard the claim that I'll teach you to use when you and I partner. You see, we offer our services to our prospects on a satisfaction guaranteed basis. Work with us for 6 months, and if you're not satisfied, we'll refund your investment. There is no other sales acceleration program on the planet offered with that kind of a guarantee. You see, we deliver the new math of sales excellence through 5 different vehicles. But the first one that I'll teach you to implement is called a Sales Leadership Forum. This is a peer advisory group, which is the whole theme for today's presentation. By delivering our curriculum through a Sales Leadership Forum, you're able to help 15 to 20 companies accelerate their acquisition of profitable revenue by meeting with you for 1/2 day per month. We have tools and support and other web concepts that will enable you to work with 20 companies part-time and not really disrupt any full-time involvement that you may have in another corporation. By implementing this, your members will pay a very low fee, and that offsets the fact that you're a stranger. By working with you for 6 months, they'll get to know you, know your expertise and your talent. They'll get to know my curriculum and our tools and our techniques, and it's very rare that someone would want their money back when they see all of the metrics associated with their individual sales process trending in the positive direction. Now, let me draw your attention to the bottom line of this slide. The Sales Leadership Forum is a feeder system for services that you will charge and deliver to your clients. So, for instance, some of your members will want you to become their fractional VP of sales. That's a relationship 100% between you and them, and that's a moneymaker for you. Yet others will want you to come on site and conduct some training. We'll teach you how to do all of that, but you'll bill and collect on that directly. Now, our members have a guarantee. It's in writing. And by the way, I offer the same guarantee to our affiliates. Your training fee is 100% refundable if you work with me for 6 months, and if at the end of 6 months, for any reason, you are dissatisfied, send us a letter, and we will refund 100% of your fee. It can't get better than that. But as with a member or a client, you must do the homework that is required to be successful. let me give you a little bit of a financial analysis of how a peer advisory group will work for you. Now, the members pay $495 per month. Out of that, you'll receive $320 per month per member. Doesn't sound like much until you realize that you'll be servicing 15 to 18 members simultaneously. And keep this in mind, that's 1/2 day per month. So 2 groups, which would be a full day of meeting, a morning meeting and an afternoon meeting, will put you well over 6 figures for 1 day's work. Not bad part-time income. And remember, this then becomes a feeder system for one-on-one engagements with your members, on-site training with your members, and as I said a moment ago, fractional VP. One-on-one consulting is a great revenue stream. I'll train you on how to facilitate that utilizing our curriculum, but once again, 100% of that revenue goes to you. You'll also find your members will solicit your services to help them hire salespeople. We'll teach you how to screen salespeople and use our pre-employment test so that you are an expert in this activity and not running on gut feel. We'll teach you how to conduct on-site sales process training, as well as our famous results-oriented skills training program. Or you can sell access to our online training and your members can engage in do-it-yourself training. The list literally is virtually endless. It depends on your capabilities and your desires and what your members need. The key, however, is for you to build the group, build the trust, and once the trust is there, the high-ticket engagements will rise. But keep in mind, 2 groups will get you into 6 figures on a monthly basis with 1 day worth of meeting, a morning and an afternoon meeting. Sales Elevator is a product that we use, and you can also sell it, and I'll tell you more about that in a bit. Now, hopefully by this time you're starting to look around your marketplace, and you should be asking yourself some questions about the market. We focus on small to medium businesses. We want to work with one of the 6.2 million owner-managed businesses in the United States that employ 0 to 10 salespeople. Overall, there are 120 million salespeople that can benefit from one or more of our services. These men and women have to be in some significant discomfort vis-a-vis their sales results. New businesses are wonderful for us. If they're hiring, that's wonderful. And if they are a seller-doer, that's wonderful. These would be accountants, architects, attorneys who want to sell but also have to do the work once they've sold it. 18 members in one group will require you to have 1/2 day of meeting, and your income will be slightly less than $70,000. As I said a moment ago, 2 full groups or 36 members will reward you at the rate of $138,000 per year, and that's for 1 full day of work. Now, if you have 2 full days of meetings, that would be 4 groups, then you're looking at $276,000 per year. This is recurring revenue because as your members pay us, we'll pay you. There's no travel. It's all done within driving distance of where you're sitting right now, and these numbers are based on members paying $495 a month. Now, this slide illustrates all of the services that spin off of a Sales Leadership Forum, SLF, in the middle of that matrix. The SLF is one way that we deliver the new math of sales excellence. You could migrate from this to a fractional VP in some of your members and apply the new math of sales excellence to their team. You can use the new math of sales excellence for sales training, for sales management training. You can use the new math of sales excellence to transition new employees into your client's workforce. Or a member would ask you to help him or her hire salespeople because our members, our clients, small to medium businesses, are notoriously bad at hiring salespeople who become productive and profitable quickly. You can also do one-on-one consulting and coaching. Now, I talked about the new math of sales excellence, and let me remind you, this is a sales process management curriculum. It is not a sales skills curriculum. We do not compete with any of the other sales skills training courses, including ours, which you'll have rights to resell and or deliver, called results-oriented selling, because we believe that when a company controls the 5 metrics on your screen, they can and will get a significant increase in productivity. Let me detail each of those. The first metric is the number of first meetings. By helping a sales force meet with more prospects, either by phone and or face-to-face, we will drive the top line. By helping a sales force increase dollars per deal, by avoiding unnecessary discounting, we will increase the top and the bottom line. By helping the sales force close a higher percentage of their existing deals, we will increase the top and the bottom line. By shortening the length of the sales cycle, your member, your client, can handle more transactions for new business per calendar year, and that drives both the top and the bottom line. And by engineering resources so that the salespeople get a significant increase in the available amount of selling time, and they use it for additional selling, we will increase the top and the bottom line. Now, part of the sales process, which I'll teach you, is to ask a prospect if they feel that it is reasonable, just reasonable, to expect that by implementing a disciplined process that is closely inspected and controlled, that there would be a 5% increase in the number of first meetings, a 5% increase in the dollars per transaction, a 5% increase in their closing ratio. The length of the sales cycle could be shortened by 5%, and if we could give the team 5% more selling time. As you get deeper into the new math of sales excellence, you'll understand that mathematically, by improving each of these things by just 5%, because there's an algebraic formula behind this, your client will get a 36% increase in their top line. So now, the argument, the issue is, can you find companies in your area that will pay $495 per month to improve each of these metrics by 5% in order to get a 36% increase in their top line? I think it's pretty clear that that's true. Keep in mind, again, that this is sales process management training, and it's part of our overarching sales acceleration program. Now, because we manage the process through our approach with our clients, it allows you to guarantee your clients' satisfaction. So now it's, can we find people within your market who will pay $495 a month for a satisfaction guaranteed on a money-back basis sales acceleration program? You see, part of the reason we can do this is that we believe that we should train the entire company to find, acquire, and retain customers, not just the salespeople. We also implement a proactive management strategy. Now, by this point, you may be asking, why our sales affiliate training? Well, we want to make sure that you avoid the practice-killing mistakes that have hurt so many people who have tried to start their own coaching and training practice. Number one is trying to sell yourself. As my affiliate, you'll be selling the new math of sales excellence, not just your resume. You will have access to all of my references, which go back literally for 38 years. You will have tons of selling time because all of the getting ready to get ready that's associated with a new business is done for you. Literally, all you and I need to do is create a set of business cards with my logo, your street address, phone number, etc. on it, and you'll be ready to go out and meet strangers. All of your training is done online at your pace, and I and my partner Debbie Snyder are available to you for phone calls virtually 8 to 5 days a week. Men and women who start their own practice don't have a process, don't have a plan, they don't have products, and they don't have leverage. That's why they smack into the cash flow chasm and quit. New affiliates or coaches will have problems building their own programs. You won't have that because we'll give those to you. Prospecting will be beneficial because we've developed a technique that will identify all the companies in your area that need your services long before they know you exist. We'll help you get recurring revenue quickly and avoid that cash flow chasm. As I said earlier, new consultants can't invoice while prospecting, and can't prospect while delivering their services, and can't sell while prospecting. Once again, that massive issue of recurring passive income is the issue. The solution is, let's sell peer advisory group memberships in your marketplace. Unlike most peer advisory or mastermind groups, however, this is built by sales leaders for sales leaders, and we have an overarching curriculum, the New Math of Sales Excellence, that focuses on accelerating revenue for your members. Now, this is not a franchise that we're offering. It is a licensed program. You will receive access to all of the tools, techniques, and strategies that I've developed over the past 30 plus years, and will help you start part-time. As one of our affiliates, you will be certified to deliver the New Math of Sales Excellence. We will also train you to implement 5 revenue streams. And keep in mind, we share revenue only on memberships. Everything else goes directly into your pocket. We'll show you how to master all of these tools, how to conduct your meetings, how to sell memberships, how to market your groups, and how to pay attention to all the best practices. One of the reasons we're able to do this and offer it on a guarantee basis to you is that we believe in accountability. We'll hold our members accountable and show you how to hold your members accountable, and then we will hold you accountable for doing the work. If you do the work and stick with me for 6 months, I will guarantee your satisfaction. We've developed a coaching tool. It's called our Sales Coaches Portal, and we will customize it for you with your picture, your ID, etc. But this is how your members report into you on a weekly basis. The key is to help your members help their team become accountable for managing and optimizing all of the metrics associated with your members' success. This lets you become a real process coach, not just a friendly voice to talk to. And this is our secret sauce. You'll also have access to all of my training, not only for you as a coach and as a consultant, but training that I've developed for your members. We have tools and templates such as the one you're looking at that allows your member to do the math. I call it backwards planning, if you will, but to do the math to determine how many transactions they need to generate per calendar year to hit the targets they've established for their company from a financial point of view. Once they work those ratios, your job is to coach them to achieve them. We have very detailed training, and if you look over on the right-hand side of the screen, that's where all of the workbooks, handouts, and templates reside. Literally, there's over 70 hours of training. Don't worry, you don't have to go through all of it before you start making some money, but it's all backed up with workbooks and tools that would take you years to develop if you started from scratch. We want you to get up and running quickly, so as an affiliate, we will introduce you to one of our database broker sources, and we will allow you to select, because you know the geography and the demographics better, up to 10,000 contacts to start your program. You'll have access to all of my introductory letters and emails. We'll introduce you to a source that does non-solicited emailing for us, and it's an email lead generation service. You'll have our proposal templates and agreements. Literally, getting ready is eliminated. As I said a moment ago, all you and I have to do is get your business cards printed, and you'll be ready to introduce the concept of the New Math of Sales Excellence to your marketplace. And I will stand prepared, as will my partner, Debbie, to co-coach your first clients. We'll help you close them also. Now, we use a product called Sales Elevator. It runs in smartphones, and we have worked with the publisher of that software to guide you electronically through every phase of setting up and running your practice. Whether you have an Android or an iPhone, it doesn't matter. But what this product does, because it's been tailored exclusively for our coaches, is it's the autopilot that keeps you on course. So let me sum up the presentation with this is a way to build a solid six-figure income. You'll be partnering with experience. I've been doing this since 1978. Your risk is minimal because in 6 months, if you're not happy, I'll refund your money. You will have to invest your time, but no additional money except for those pesky business cards that I've been talking about. We'll help you establish a rapid recurring revenue program so that you have a steady flow of cash before you make the leap from the corporate world to the entrepreneurial world, if you aren't already in the entrepreneurial world. We're going to have a lot of fun together. I think you'll grow immensely just by learning the ins and outs of all kinds of new businesses and industries and products and services that you may have never heard of. And you'll be building something that can help you increase your wealth. So let me just ask you a few questions, because at the end of the day, it's either you're interested or you're not, and either way is fine, and I want to thank you for the time you've shared with me so far. But you're qualified if you have an experienced resume in sales, sales management, or sales training. Do you have 1/2 day per month to meet with your group in your town? Now, we meet in the conference rooms of our members, so you're not going to come out of pocket for a hotel meeting room. Can we, and I really want to emphasize this, can you and we, Debbie and I, help you find 18 companies in your area? Can those companies pay $495 per month with a satisfaction guarantee? Do they need some sales acceleration assistance? Do they sell in a B2B mode? Because I don't do any work in the retail arena. Have they failed at hiring salespeople repeatedly and suffered the $500,000 cost of hiring a salesperson who didn't work out? Are the stakeholders and owners frustrated? Are they seller doers? In other words, they sell projects and they do them. Will they value your resume? Will they value our approach? If so, then let's get going. So it's really up to you. If you think this is a program for you, let's go ahead and enroll in the training. You can start part or full time. You can call Debbie or I at 310-305-7198. I'm at extension 111, and Debbie is at extension 113. So if you want to get into the coaching business, this is the best and fastest way to do it. Or you could do it on your own. Give us a call and we'll talk one-on-one. Or you can do nothing and hope that the epidemic of right-sizing doesn't affect you. So, as always, I'm going to wish you good luck and good selling, and send you over to our membership website, which is salesleadershipforums.com, or give us a call. Thank you very much for your time and your attention, and as always, I wish you good luck and good selling.